Hey, howdy, hey, partners. I'm super excited because today we have the brand new Woody's Roundup Marionettes. Let's get into it.
Reach for the sky.
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
To infinity and beyond!
First, I found Woody in downtown Disney, World of Disney store, and I thought, is there going to be others released? And then the next day I went to California Adventure and found Bullseye there. And then I went to the Disneyland park and they actually had all three of these, including Jessie. And so then I picked up Jessie. So they made me spend $150 because they're $50 each. So you're looking at $150 for this set. And we don't know if we're going to get Stinky Pete or not. It kind of would make sense that they are going to release a Stinky Pete. All these boxes have Velcro, so you can open it. It has a display. It looks like they're inside of a TV, which is really cool. And there's Bullseye, and he comes with accessories and a stand. It just looks really incredible. I just really love the artwork, and I hope they release Stinky Pete. How amazing are these? They're not movie size at all, but they're really fun representations of what we saw for the Woody's Roundup TV show and Toy Story 2. I really love Woody's box too. It's probably my favorite one. And there's Woody himself. He actually looks like he has a movable mouth. We'll have to test that when we open it up. But it looks like it comes with some really neat accessories. I love that the background's just a little bit different on each one of them. So I really hope we get Stinky Pete because that would really even out the Roundup gang for these marionette puppets. Now all around the box there's no details. It's just like kind of like this wood grain panel. It looks like real wood, which is crazy because it's just cardboard. The back of the boxes are all the same. They look like the back of a vintage television set. Here it looks like a speaker or something. But it looks really cool, and yeah, I'm going to open them all up now and see what they're all about. And here we have all three marionettes. They look amazing. I'm very impressed with the stands as they kind of remind me of the collection, what we got from Signature Collection line. You can see that they come with some really sturdy bases and really sturdy stands where you can rest the marionette on. Basically cool that it has the strings and everything. So it's a really, really well done item. It's kind of half toy, half puppet marionette, half display piece. And either way, it's just great to have. And I think it's really cool that you could probably hook the strings back on the cardboard. Technically, you could have it on display with the window display, so you don't need to display them on the stands. But I think they look really good like this. What I really like is the backgrounds. You can probably cut them out and put them as part of your Woody's Roundup display on your shelf if you wanted to. But they're really, really cool. So each marionette puppet came with their own instructions. The stand was really easy to put together. So Bullseye, it's really cool. I really like the details of him. I think he looks great. It definitely looks really, really good. And it's kind of cool to have something black and white. I do like the detail on the bottom of the stand. Woody's Roundup Bullseye, I love that logo. Really cool, looks like wood grain. It's just plastic, although it does feel like kind of a fake wood, but I like that they tried at least. Here it rests on top, you just pull it off. That's how you remove the marionette. Bottom of the stand kind of has like these little felt feet, which is pretty cool, and I really, really like that detail. So they did really good on that. It does say Shop Disney on the back of the box, so I'm thinking it's gonna come to Shop Disney soon. And I hope they release Stinky Pete. I can't say that enough. So I have to say these are not movie scale. They are very small, but they're really, really cool. And if you're going to try to reenact Woody's Roundup, you don't need a bigger one. I think this is a good size, kind of to just roll around. I think it's really high quality. For $50, I thought it was really expensive at first. But then now that I'm inspecting the details, that actually is part felt and plastic as well. Kind of like the collection toys, just in mini version. So they did a really good job with this. I really, really like it. It feels kind of like wood, so maybe it is. I'm not really sure. I think it might be real wood. It's possible. And then here we have little places where we can pull on the strings to animate Bullseye. Well, I noticed that if you do this side to side on Bullseye, it actually looks like he's running. There goes Bullseye. I think that's actually really, really cool. It's pretty simple. The strings do get tangled sometimes, so you got to kind of watch for that. But it's a very cool effect, and as you move it side to side, you can see those legs just kicking up. It almost sounds like he's galloping as well. So that's really, really fun. I think that's cool. And you can individually pull the strings to kind of just lift his legs individually. You could do 2 at a time there in the front. Same thing for the back. You know, you can lift the legs up individually. That's cool. And then there's also another string up here that you can kind of pull to kind of lift him up a little bit more. Although it's a little tougher to do, but it's pretty cool. It's definitely a toy, but it does really function as a puppet. And so I really like it. I think it looks great. It functions great. It serves its purpose as a Woody's Roundup marionette. Next we have Jessie. A little bit different in design. She does look really funny. She came with some critters. I like these critters because they do feel high quality, and I do like they kind of have like a stand already, so you can just prop them up and they'll stand on their own without any issues. It does feel pretty sturdy. It's not very flexible at all, so it is very durable, has this 3D effect, and I like that they painted extra details. This is a really high quality critter, and I really am impressed. Probably the best we've gotten to date from Disney for these critters. I really like the quality and the look of them. Here's a look of the other critter. I do like this one. So Bullseye didn't come with any, but Jessie came with 2 of them. So that's pretty neat. And then we get 2 more with Woody as well. So same thing with all of them. You just move it off the stand just like that. Look at that face. It does have a mouth that moves, which is pretty cool. Howdy everybody. Yeehaw! It's Jessie, the yodeling cowgirl. It's pretty funny to have that mouth like that. So it doesn't have a string for that. Basically, when you bob the head and move it, it's meant to kind of move on its own, which is pretty cool and a little creepy. But I love it a lot. I think it's cool. I really like the black and white. It's not proportionate. Definitely off on movie accurate proportions on the body. It does do the job. There's nothing on the bottom of the boots as expected because it's not Andy's toy. It's the Woody's Roundup marionette that we saw on the screen. What's really cool about this is that Jessie has a pull string. Obviously, it doesn't retract or anything. It's just made for looks. But I think it looks really great, and I do like the details. It looks like real denim jeans. They're obviously not real denim jeans or anything, but it has the appearance of that, and at least they tried. I really like the chaps, and the details are still there underneath the chaps. Overall, they did a great job with this design. I don't really have a lot of complaints. It's a marionette puppet. So here's Jessie with the strings in place. And if you move the bar side to side like we did for Bullseye, you get this really cool running motion by Jessie. So it looks like she is running away. Come on, guys, let's go. We gotta go save the critters. Let's go. Yeehaw. Look at those little legs go. I think that's hilarious. I think it's really funny. Now, if you go kind of like up and down over here, from the top, we kind of get the mouth to move a little bit. So you can see the mouth is kind of moving. And then if you pull these strings right here for the arms, then you can get her to move her mouth a little bit more, see? All right, we gotta go. Everybody, quick. Let's not play any more games. We gotta go find Stinky Pete, the prospector. And so you can move each individual hand. When you do that, you can see that the mouth is moving a little bit. So that's really fun. Here's a close-up of that. What about the critters? Let's move this arm a little bit. And then, there you go. All right, let's go, guys. We gotta go. Sometimes the strings do get a little tangled, but it's so cool. It really does feel like I took the marionettes out of the Toy Story 2 Woody's Roundup vintage TV, because it feels pretty cool. Like, it feels like a real puppet, you know? At first I thought these were like cheap little toys, but they feel like high quality little puppets. And yeah, they're plastic, and maybe it's not the highest quality woods or anything like that. But I'm thoroughly impressed with the price tag for $50. You do get a really high quality marionette here. And even though it's more like a toy marionette, it does the job, and there's just so much fun playability. And we can definitely reenact some Woody's Roundup scenes now. And it's pretty fun. I think this Jessie is pretty amazing. Like Jessie's, it's pretty much the same for Woody. It's very similar to the Jessie puppet, but different, obviously. I like the mouth. It has the same effect as Jessie's, so it kind of does the same thing. Details are pretty cool. I really like that. Now, I don't know why they did this, but they gave us the same kind of repeating critter as Jessie, except it's facing another way. I do like this little turtle critter that Woody came with. Same kind of concept. Really fun and neat. It's always cool to critter build. I think those are fun. It's a close-up of the one we got from Woody. And here's a close-up comparison with Jessie's. Basically the same thing. It's just facing different ways. Now on mine I got a factory defect. As you can see, it says Woody's Roundup Jessie, and like Bullseye's. Unfortunately, mine has a factory defect. I may have to contact Shop Disney because I do believe they're going to sell them eventually, even though I found them in Disneyland Parks first. Hopefully I can get that in or replaced because I would really like to have that name tag. So quality control, maybe because I got the first wave, those things happen sometimes in productions. So I hope they fix that because I was bummed out that mine doesn't have the Woody nameplate on there. Here's a close-up of Woody. He's got that little movable mouth, which is pretty fun. He's got the hat. Obviously the hat does not come off, which is good because that'd be really annoying to put on every time. He does have a pull string ring. Of course there is no retract because it's just for looks, but I like that it's kind of there and it can move around. So that's really nice. He really has really nice details here, even the spurs and the cactus detail. Nothing on the bottom of the boot, which we expect because it is a Woody's Roundup and it's not Andy's toy. So it's really fun. It kind of reminds me of the Roundup Fun Woody size. It's about 10 inches tall. I don't think he's bigger than that. But really nice job on this puppet. I do like that they even added the holster there. And the belt buckle and the buttons are there. Even though they're, just plastic. And then they simulate the badge as well. The vest is not sewn on or anything. But I think they did a really good job with this puppet. I think it looks really cool. And you can definitely tell it's Woody from Toy Story, but in this case from Woody's Roundup, the marionette puppet. So Woody is ready to animate, and we have a kicking leg right there. We have another kicking leg right here, which is pretty fun. And then in the front we have one for the hand, one for the other hand. And then if we do some fun motions like we did with Jessie side to side, we get some running motions with Woody. So that's pretty fun. I gotta go. Let's go, guys. So then you can kind of just get Woody to dance, or let's do a little dance. I think that's pretty fun. You could probably get him to tap dance on a stand or something. Watch my dance moves, Jessie. I can tap dance now. Wow, you're pretty terrible, Woody. This is cool. I feel like I can make some Woody's Roundup original skits or something now that I have these. And you can do one hand at a time. What? You mean Jessie and Prospector are stuck in an abandoned mine and they're about to be blown to smithereens? It's really cool. I really like these puppets. I like them more than I thought I was. I think when I first saw them in the box, I thought they were really cool. But now that I have them in hand and I'm playing with them, and I am, making them run and talk, and when you move Woody around enough, he does move his mouth. I think Jessie's mouth moves a little bit easier for some reason, but you can definitely get that effect that he's trying to talk. You gotta listen to me, guys. Bullseye, ride like the wind. You can kind of see that his mouth's trying to move. I just feel like Jessie's moves a little bit easier. I don't know why that is. Maybe I need to break it in more. But you can see he has like chattering teeth there as he's moving. So the more you move him, the more his mouth will move. But I just really like the running motion. I think that's the best part. It looks like he's almost dancing, which is pretty fun. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of these marionettes? I think they're pretty fun, and they're pretty cool to do some Woody's Roundup skits, I think. Make your own original ones. Now, it is hard to do because of all the strings, but Woody could definitely fit on Bullseye. The strings definitely get in the way of that, but if you're moving them fast, you can get away with it. Run like the wind, Bullseye! So yeah, it does work. You just need a lot of coordination, and I'm basically shaking the sticks around, but it does work, and it looks pretty cool. It really does look like you have the Woody's Roundup puppets in hand, and I think that's really amazing. It's really, really, really cool. I really love Toy Story 2. It's my favorite Toy Story movie. So to have a piece of that movie in my hands with these marionette puppets, it's just a real dream come true. It's dream merchandise that I feel we should have gotten a long time ago. We did get something similar for the D23 exclusives back in the day, but they do not compare to what these are. These are true marionette puppets. Yeah, they're more on the toy side quality-wise, but they're still higher end, where I feel like they really, really work like puppets. And I really think that you could use them like we saw them in Toy Story 2 with, we can reenact your own scenes and just make really fun skits in the Woody's Roundup TV show style from back then, black and white. even though it's fiction, it still feels real to have it in your hands, and I think that looks really neat. I'm just really hoping that they do release these on shopdisney.com soon, hopefully. And for now, the Disney parks is the only place I found them. And let's hope for Stinky Pete. Let's let Disney know we need Stinky Pete to finish this collection. I don't think it would be right to not get Stinky Pete. If you're going to release the marionettes, do all of them, because Stinky Pete was a big part of that Woody's Roundup TV show. So I'm really hoping for that, and I love this collection. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite non-movie scale movie prop items in my collection for Toy Story would be these puppets, and I'm definitely going to preserve the packaging and keep them because the box art is just really, really awesome and amazing looking. And if you're a Toy Story 2 fan especially, I don't see how you can't pick these up. If you can, I definitely recommend buying them. They're amazing, and I'm super impressed with them. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching and liking and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you would like to continue to support me on this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear. You're an action figure.
You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man.
You are a child's plaything. Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.